We're, of course, all waiting to hear the results from the PTSD treatment that you performed on Katie. And you know what? I think the best way to find out is for Katie herself to join us. Katie, come on out. I see a smile.
Yes, a big smile.
And I think that tells me everything I need to know. How did it work for you?
It was amazing. It was life-altering for me. I would highly recommend it for anybody suffering with PTSD. Anybody who's been through a traumatic experience just knows how emotionally and physically you feel trapped. And it's really just made my life 110 times better. I feel like, you know, the anxiety, the depression, sleeping at night, it's all gotten so much better. It just is like night and day, and you know, I think my whole family can see it, and my boys can definitely see it. I feel more motivated, you know, throughout the day just to get moving on the things that I feel passionate about.
Great. And Dr. Lipov, I know you've done these for many PTSD sufferers and sometimes even their caregivers and their partners. So what do you think is the mechanism that's really at work here to help these individuals free themselves from these dissociation symptoms, recollections, the avoidance symptoms that oftentimes they report?
Well, I think if you look at what PTSD is, I like the term PTSI, post-traumatic stress injury, meaning it's a biological phenomenon. So I think when somebody has a horrible experience such as you went through, the body basically goes in overdrive, and it grows new fibers in the brain, sympathetic fibers, and increases norepinephrine. And as long as it persists, people have all the symptoms you described, and sleep disorders and things like that.
I think what's really cool in Katie's story is you've treated a lot of military members who've come back with PTSI. And her case was a little different for you, right?
Yes, sir.
And so this opens up potentially new avenues in terms of the kinds of patients that you could treat.
Yes, sir. I used to work in a burn unit in Cook County Hospital. So I've dealt with people who are burned. And I think helping people in burn units would be helpful. People who are recovering from that also potentially can affect how fast your body comes back to normal, because there's also biological changes in the body when somebody is under stress, norepinephrine, as we talked about.
Well, the mind-body connection, I like that, because your mindset there is if we can help the mind, we may be able to also in turn help the body and treat people sooner rather than later. You mentioned your family noticing a difference. I know your sister Jessica's here with a big smile on her face as well. Have you noticed a big change in your sis?
I've noticed a tremendous change. She has that light in her eyes again. She smiles, and she's been able to find happiness and become an even better mother than she was before. It's beautiful to see the change and to have my sister back.
And before we go, we all know this, but tell everyone what you're up to now.
So I'm just starting my master's program, so I'm going through a master's in nursing education, and it's really motivated me, you know, going through this experience and just having these blessings. You guys are such a blessing in my life and have given me such great opportunities. Dr. Lipov, The Doctor Show, you guys have permanently affected, you know, the route that I take in my life and really have motivated me to help others and continue on. And I wanted to say thank you first off for that.
If you or someone you know is dealing with a post-traumatic stress injury, there is hope, and you're seeing that hope on the face of Katie here. Thank you for sharing your story, Dr.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work.